All right, I am back and I've got 11 spring candles to review. So I am just been sitting here waiting to get them ready to review. And these are from Goose Creek. I've done some shorts on Bath & Body, but this is an exciting review. I have 2 more orders coming, so I'm excited to burn those and smell those. Got a couple candles I haven't burned yet that I'm also going to review. But this spring smell is making me want spring to be here. Spring is a little late this year around here, so we're liking the smells to help us get through this long winter. The first one I'm just going to do, I had a bunch of Easter candles, but it's kind of, excuse me, late to review Easter candles. So I'm just going to just do one of them because it is it's very springy. It doesn't have the notes of Easter so much, but I think it just yells spring. And this is Basket Full of Blooms. And the notes on it are vanilla rose, sparkling, cassis, hibiscus, and white woods. This has a really pleasant floral smell. So if you don't like floral, it's probably not the candle you want to get because it is high on floral, but it has kind of a powdery note to it. And then to me, I know hibiscus is not so much a spring flower, but I'm smelling that vanilla rose, that kind of powdery smell that comes through is from the vanilla rose. But I also have kind of that sharp note that you'll smell like in tulips or daffodils. I can kind of smell that there, even though they didn't list those as the notes. When I smell this, it smells like early summer, spring smell to me. But I have enjoyed it because it is a softer floral. It does smell really nice in the room. The throw is very good too. I would say the throw is 8 and the strength is an 8.5. Very strong. It throws quickly, fills up the room quickly and nicely. I've burned it twice and it's just staying real true to the burn. And it's burning nicely and evenly. So little bit, I don't know, I can see a little tunneling right there, like it's not burning all that wax down. I haven't had a candle do that, and I don't know if I just didn't notice it hadn't pulled all the way and blew it out. So I'll have to check that on the 3rd burn. But very, very worth purchasing, especially if you like floral. If you don't like floral, it's probably going to be a little too much for you. The next one I'm going to do is green grass and apples. And I'm not sure if they still have this on the site. I know it went out for, it was released end of February, beginning of March sometime. I really enjoy this smell. I like that green apple smell. This isn't green apple, but it's kind of tart like green apple. So it's green grass and apple. They didn't name it green apple. Sorry, the wax is green. Guess it's from the grass. But it almost, well, it kind of to me smells like a Honeycrisp apple, kind of that tart and sweet apple smell that you get in a Honeycrisp smell. So it's really nice. And then the grass notes are just really grand on it. So it smells like real grass. So it's a real nice spring smell with that fresh apple, the tartness of that fresh apple, and that real green grass smell. And so I think the 2 pair together lovely. The throw on it, I would say, was about a 7.5, and the strength is like an 8, so it's pretty strong. And it did fill up my open concept area. And my husband, I burned it twice. My husband every time comments like, "What are you burning? That smells good." So it's doesn't smell like a fruit basket. So sometimes you get tired of smelling fruit baskets in your house, but it's got that nice tart apple with that green grass, and it really does smell like green grass. And the next one I'm going to do is Day at Sea. And my wrap, it has a pretty wrap on it, but it was really loose. Like they needed to move it up, like it's not all the way to the top. So it's kind of loose down here. So it kind of, when I go to get it, it kind of bothers me that the wrap isn't all the way up like that. Lost at Sea. I think that's the last. I'm just pulling up the notes here. Or Day at Sea. Sorry, I've lost at sea. I really liked this candle. It is a candle that it threw really well. I would say it threw at about an 8. And the strength was probably a 7. But it wasn't overpowering. And the notes on it are sparkling, bergamot, lemon, mandarin, salted driftwood, and waters. So you really get that aquatic note here. I get kind of a salty, and not so much of the citrus. The citrus to me are like those back notes. And I would think that this would be a great candle to burn when you have company come over, because it's not like a fruit or a floral, and it doesn't come across from burning as a fruit. And actually, when you smell it, it doesn't smell that strong, but when you burn it, it quickly throws. It took about 20 minutes to get it thrown through my open concept. And then it was just kind of an underlying scent there that you could smell, but it wasn't like overpowering your nose. It just was a nice, pleasant, aquatic scent. And it wasn't a way cool aquatic. I'd just say it was kind of a warm smell, like a day at the sea, like a warm day at the sea. It was a really nice smell. So I think for company, this is a great candle to burn, because I don't think it's gonna offend too many people, because it's just that nice aroma floating. That's not like, oh, I smell bananas and pineapple, oh, really strong. It doesn't smell like that at all. And it would it's pleasant. It's a pleasant smell. So this is really nice. I really get the driftwood, the salt, the waters. And again, when I burn it, I kind of get those citruses back behind it. They're not like front and center, so that's kind of nice. You get that sea, you really feel that sea note with that aquatic. Next one is Blueberry Limeade. And I was really excited about this because I love limes and I love their blueberry scent. So it smells good. The prominent scent notes top notes are juicy blueberries, wild raspberry. The mid notes are lime, lemon, and orange, and the base is sugar and vanilla. So just imagine the blueberries. They do such a great job with their blueberry smell. And so the blueberry is really prominent, and then you've just got kind of alongside of it that lime smell. When I burned it, I got the lime citrus right away with it, that limeade smell with the blueberry right with it. But as it burned, like into the second hour, the blueberry kind of took over. It kind of had a citrus background, but the two didn't walk hand in hand for the full burn. I would say at the beginning of the burn they did, but then it just really started to smell like blueberries quite a bit. And it was a really nice candle because they do blueberries so well. And I loved that lime with it. So this is a great smell for summer, going into spring, summer. I think it's a nice one, be a nice one for your patio outside. I keep thinking of all things I want to burn outside. But anyway, this is a good candle for a blueberry candle that you like. That Goose Creek does blueberry like nobody else does blueberry. So it was good. The limeade was a little Kool-Aid-y smelling. I would have liked a little bit more citrus coming through on it, and the citrus to continue through the burn. But it was good. I would buy it again. It's refreshing. It smells good, and it fills a room. The throw on it is probably an 8. The strength is probably a 7. So not as strong as your blueberry cheesecake, but it's wonderful. And I was so excited to get this, so I was excited to burn it. And it burned fine, no problems, no sooting, just burned wonderful. Okay, the next one I have is Sugared Lemon. It came out in February, and its notes are bright lemon, soft lime, chilled water, and sugar crystals. So when I burned this, like, the throw was fast and quick through my house. I would say the throw is probably 8.5. The strength was really strong too, probably about 8.5. But the lemon is like I'm smelling lemon heads. So that's what it smells like. It's like candy lemon. It's not to me like a lemon that I'm smelling lemon zest and the actual fruit. It smells, hence the word sugared lemon. So it's really strong on a lemon candy, lemon head smell. I'm not getting really much lime. Not really. I didn't really get any aquatic. It says chilled water. But of course that sugar's coming through to make it smell like a lemon head, like sugar, lemon head, like lemon candy. So it smelled good. I burned it I've burned it 2 times, I think. Probably 4 hours the first time and about 3. Burned nice. The wicks burned nice. There was no sooting at all on the candle. So it was a nice candle. Especially if you want to freshen up the room after you've cooked something. Just kind of bring that freshness back to the room if you've done Brussels sprouts or something like that. Okay, this is one that I absolutely loved, and I should have known I would have loved it because the Island Bliss, let me give you the notes first. Top notes are mandarin orange, amber, sandalwood. Mid notes are coconut nectar, kiwi flower. Base is soft pear and sandalwood. If you got the wipes in these, I got the wipes in these, and my family loved them because we've got a lot of the different wipes. We really like the wipes. And I had these wipes just for the guys to use, me to use. It's something that's not floral. It's not they don't smell like a fruit basket if they've used the wipes, and they just love the smell. Like it stays on them for a while if they've wiped, their hands or whatever. I had them in the car, and I had some in the house, and the car would smell up with that smell. And so I thought, well, I'll try the candle and see if it's as good. It's as good. When you smell it, it smells kind of like it's going to be weak, but it's not. It's a very good throw, and the strength is very good. You really get that amber, that creamy amber, that coconut comes through, and then you get I don't know, it might be the pear, little bit of that soft pear, but they've got the base notes and the top notes, both of sandalwood. So you are smelling that sandalwood. I'm not getting a lot of the mandarin orange when I burned it. I was getting more of the coconut nectar, whatever coconut nectar, it was getting a coconut smell. I'm not getting a lot of kiwi, but it's probably the soft pear, the sandalwood, and the coconut that are really coming through. That amber too, to just soften and creamy. And it throws, like when I opened it, I was like, oh, is that going to burn well? Is it going to throw well? And it does. It is another candle to burn if you had company coming over and you didn't want to offend anyone. It's just that scent that hangs out, and you're like noticing it, and oh, that smells good. It smells very island, like coconutty, islandy, with that amber sandalwood also. So I loved this candle. The throw was about 8.5. The strength is probably 7.5. And it was just a nice one that could be just for company because it's not like overly floral, not overly fruity. It just hangs out nice, and it's calming and smells wonderful. I love this candle, and I was just happy because I know how much we like the wipes and the smell of the wipes. And I did get some room spray that we liked. And so I was really happy that the candle stayed true to those smells of the wipe and the room spray. Okay, the next one is going to be Vanilla Sands. I'm going to go to do this one quickly. It wasn't my favorite. I think if you want vanilla, that you should burn vanilla bean or vanilla marshmallow or something different. This did not have a lot of strength, did not have a big throw. The notes are vanilla sands, lotus flower, sandalwood, and cream. I get that creamy note, the creamy with the vanilla, and it's very weak. I would say the throw was a 3. The strength is probably a 3.5. Again, if you want to burn a vanilla, I would go vanilla bean or something else, because on smell, you can smell the sweetness of the vanilla. but it just didn't throw well and the strength wasn't real long. So I would find something, I won't buy it. It's a one and done. This one is, I'm going to do this one quick. Lost at Sea. Lost at Sea was a fun one. It's more of a masculine note, but it's got a definite water note behind it that kind of makes it a neutral. Its top notes are sparkling bergamot, iced lemon, sea rain, lavender leaves, amber, white birch, geranium. So it sounds like it's going to be very floral, but it wasn't that floral at all. And it has a lot of water note to it, aquatic note, and it smells really good. Again, it just kind of hung out there, kind of in the room midway. The throw was probably 7.5. The strength was about a 7.5. It was nice. It was pleasant. My husband enjoyed it. He asked me what I was burning. I know when he asks what I'm burning and he wants to know about it, then he likes it. So I'd probably keep that around. Probably order it again. More probably like for a bedroom. I'm not getting the lavender. I'm not getting the lemon or the bergamot. I'm getting like rain and leaves and amber, maybe a little geranium, but it's a nice candle. All right, one I really liked is Sunlit Sands. I lit it right after Island Bliss, and I was very happy with it. Sunlit Sands, its notes are warm sands, pineapple, mango, coconut, and soft banana. So when you smell it, you're like, I can hardly smell this. But when you go to burn it, it is so calming and soothing. And it smells springy, calming, soothing, morning type smell. So you can smell that warmth coming from it. I'm getting more coconut and a little bit of mango, pineapple, but it almost has like a small honey note in the background coming through. And I think that's just that soothing smell, that honey note that comes through. I loved this candle. I just loved it. I thought it was very complex with its smells. I felt like they all went together well. They melded together and made a smell that was unique to what I've burned before. It smelled warm. It smelled soothing. Another candle to burn if you've got company over, because it's not going to be like, screaming fruit basket or screaming gourmand. It's going to smell very soothing background. Soothing background. And so I would buy this again. And I think it would be a nice bedroom one. The throw filled my room. The strength, again, when you smell it, you're like, but the strength was good. It was, probably 8 and 8. So loved this candle. I think it's really pretty, and it burns really pretty. How that light from the wicks come through. Burned clean, no sitting. Just a wonderful candle. Next one, another candle. I'm just hitting it. So they're so different but White Pine Lake, I really love this. When I first opened it, I was like, oh, fresh balsam from Bath & Body for sure. But here are the top notes: sparkling citron, cool waters, pine, fir blossom, white cedar, spruce, spring breeze, and ivy wreath. So I was like, oh, fresh balsam. When I lit it, it changed. Memories came back to me of being at a lake where we used to go when I was young, growing up in Oregon. They had a little creek that would flow down to the lake, and I'd love to walk through that creek. It was really kind of dense with vegetation around. It took me back there immediately. So that white cedar comes out, and kind of the balsam kind of fades. It smells like balsam that's not Christmas tree. It does when you smell it on cold, but on warm, it kind of mellows out and goes away, and you get this cool note coming through, and it makes me just feel like I'm in this shaded, cool, watery area in the mountains, and that cool water note comes through. It is lovely. Like, all of them separate, so it smells like I'm smelling, the white cedar, and then I'm smelling a spring breeze come through, and then I'm smelling the water, and it's lovely. So again, don't let the cold throw you and think it's fresh balsam because it doesn't smell like a Christmas tree when you burn it. It's that cool water comes through. It smells lovely. It is so good. I loved it. Loved it. Okay, and then I have Island Bliss. Did I do them all? Did we make it through all of them? Oh, Pina Colada. I haven't done Pina Colada. Okay, Pina Colada. That one was good. Its top notes are pineapple, coconut, mid notes are cherry orange, and base notes are soft woods, milky vanilla. Again, when you smell it, it smells like Pina Colada. And I think it's just true to its name, Pina Colada. The throw was a little lighter than I would have hoped. I would say it was like a 6.5, maybe a 7. And the strength hung out about there. But as it burned, in about the third hour, I burned it for probably 4 hours. The third hour, it started to spread more in my open concept, and I could smell it stronger. So give it a couple hours to really get that strength and throw, and then it comes through. And it just stays true to its smell. It's just what you imagine Pina Colada. All of those notes are blended well, so not one overpowers the other. So it just smells, that creamy note really comes through and mellows out that pineapple. And you've got the coconut with it. I don't really get cherry and orange, but I think they kind of meld in with that pineapple smell. And I'm not really getting soft woods. But it smells like Pina Colada. Like, it is probably the truest Pina Colada I've smelled. So it is good. I would get it again. It really put me in a good mood to smell it. Again, it took a couple hours to get it going through my open concept and really get the strength. So I didn't have to be on top of it to smell it. Then I was smelling it throughout the house. But it wasn't an overpowering smell. And sometimes you don't want that, especially if you've got company coming over, or for a moment you just want to take a nose break. But it was there and it smelled good and I loved it. And it puts you in a good mood for summer. It smells yummy. It makes you want to have a Pina Colada. So that is my, those are my 11 candles. And I tried to get through it quickly and I love them. And I've got more coming. I've got some I haven't burned. I've done some shorts and Bath & Body ones. And I've got more Bath & Body to burn. It's just taking me a while to get them burned and through. But great candles for summer and spring. And I'm excited to get through more of them. Thanks, and I'll catch you next time.